Pieces are falling into place.
Well, I think we go Tusker Fisherman here. 2 drops are important. Curse Disciples, decent. Like if we come up against the Warlocks and the Warriors, it's pretty okay there as well. Obviously, taking a polymorph if it's offered to you. Scorch is just too good to pass up. I really like Nesting Rock. It's a fantastic card. But Scorcher is Scorcher. Second Tusker Fisherman, yeah, I guess these are the 2 drops. They work for me. I don't think we can rely on Dragon's Fury because we need a couple more expensive spells and we might not get them. So we're going to go with the Etin because it's a solid card. You know, the Death Speaker is a win more card. Blood Knight's really good, you know, because a lot of people do like their Divine Shields against Mage, because it wastes Mage's turn having to ping it. But Worgen's also very nice, for the same reason, being able to ping something, deal the extra damage. And you can set up the pings beforehand, turn 5, turn 6, you ping this, ping that, get everyone down to 2 toughness, play the Worgen, clear the board. More great cards. Could go with the Raven Familiar. I mean, if I draw anything more expensive than a polymorph, it'll justify that play. The Frost Rider's the solid pick. You know, the Frost Rider's the card that helps you out when you're going second in the matchup. It's all about sort of the immediate tempo really here. Again, more great cards. Like, the quality of these cards are just so much higher than what I was getting with Paladin. I like the Steam Surge for just the well-sized body, just the 5/4 for 4. And if we pick up some elementals a bit further down the line, we get value out of it that way. And there is an elemental, exactly the one I was hoping for as well. Pixie's too good again to pass up. So we got a good collection of 3-drop minions there, so maybe we can start looking for something a little bit more expensive now. I think we go with the Elemental here. I mean, it enables the Steam Surge and it's great turn 1 play. Okay, I have plenty of cheap guys now. I'm 17 cards in. I'd like some more expensive cards at this point. Apparently not. Apparently the game's going to continue forcing all the 3-drops and 4-drops on me. I guess we have to take the Blast Wave. Flame Geyser makes the most sense because, obviously, of the Steam Surger. More Rush. Can we have something expensive? I want cards up here. Woo, higher, higher. Not everything costing 3 or 4 mana. Like 15 cards in, this was looking a great deck. And now it's starting to look pretty weak. Well, I mean, it turns out I've got quite a few elementals, so maybe we take this bad card. So, 1 elemental, 2 elementals, 3 elementals, 4 elementals, 5 elementals. Technically 6 off the second one, and if Steam Surger gets another Flame Geyser, that's a bit more damage there. So we got, and of course another elemental, and you know, we've got a lot going on there. Maybe Arcano Sword does in fact trigger. It's not as good as a Flame Strike, obviously, and hits my stuff as well. Do we take the Vex Crow? We have a Flame Geyser, a Polymorph, a Blast Wave, I mean, the 3/6 is okay, right? I mean, though we could just play a Carnosaur as a 3/3 because nothing else has gone, and it sort of triggers the Steam Surger the following turn. I guess it's situational, but like they're all bad cards, so what does it really matter? Brewmaster feels good here, right? We've got a Spring Rocket. And it feels like more 2-drops are good with us having the Cult Master as well. We can always pick up a Firefly, that's not terrible. And obviously, you can return a Steam Surger, so get a bit more value out of that. Or even a Scorcher. So a lot of reasons to pick up a Brewmaster there. Another Spring Rocket or another Blackwalled Pixie. Like, Pixie's still valuable late game for the double ping. Or maybe we just take a Deranged Doctor because it's an 8/8 for 8 and we've got so much already going on everywhere else. Okay, so Arcane Missiles gets a lot better if with the Tusker Fisherman. Same with the Cone of Cold. Yeah, so nothing lives in this deck, right? It's just basically everything must die. Like, if you take the Primordial Drake, it's basically saying everything must die again. There's an argument for taking the Pyroblast and just going face with this deck a lot of the time. Like, this deck feels so much better than the last deck. I don't feel I got that many weak cards.
Medivh versus Lunara.
The forest fights back.
Let the games begin.
So I'm chucking the Cursed Disciple back. I mean, you know, he's playing Druid, so he can just attack it. Great turn 1 play. Potentially setting up the Cult Master on turn 3 to draw some cards off the Fisherman
wanna blow something up?
Naturally.
Smelly fish! Yummy fish!
Poke? Pitchy? Go!
Another good draw. I mean, that's clearly the best play here. So we get to play Arcanosaur off the coin next turn. Deal 3 damage to everything. Hopefully he makes some kind of taunt or something. Like, if he makes a 4-7 here, this is incredible board clear for us.
Out of my jungle!
Please go face.
I see.
Oh, he's so dreamy. So dreamy.
That's incredible.
He got greedy and went face. Well played. Surely Mage has no AoE, right? Like, he played right into a blizzard as well.
I cast arcane missile!
Yawn doesn't hit me once. Well, guess we're playing a Scorcher. I guess not. Last wave goes, nope, you're playing me instead, and I get a meteor. The icicle's obviously garbage, but the meteor's incredible.
I don't need any of you. Smelly fish! Yummy fish!
The universe unravels.
Is he going face again? Gotta go face. It's the only thing I know how to do.
Prove your worth, cur.
That's a big meteor. Let's see if he gets his positioning right for it. So we get to go Cult Master Pyromaniac. Oh. Oh. I was going to say run this guy in, finish it off with a ping. It's 2 extra cards, but
We hear your heart. Down! Stand down!
let's not draw too many cards. That must really have annoyed him doing that.
The red one tastes like cherry.
Stand down!
Now, yeah, we could have gone Curse Disciple, Water Elemental, but I want to put something big out there, and especially something that's going to gain me life. It kind of forces him to put something equally big out there, and I've got both Meteor and Polymorph.
Stand down!
Obviously, saving the Meteor, 'cause it's a bit more flexible, helps you out against wider boards. And there's very few minions that can survive. Obviously, something that's untargetable is annoying. So this was the plan, get him to freeze himself so I can drop my Cursed Disciples.
Potato berries, my favorite.
Dark one snaps all! Snaps all! Stand down!
That's fine, it doesn't do anything. That also doesn't do anything. You can't target it. You've just made it untargetable. You can't give it +2/+4 and taunt. Do you not realise the ability you just gave it? It doesn't just apply to my spells, it also applies to your spells as well.
Now how about...
Guess I'll go to 3, he says.
What fools these mortals be! I serve! Stand down!
Yeah, we got some good value out of that Black-Walled Pixie, I'd say there. Now he's going to play his lower spell this turn. The one he wanted to play on the minion he just made untargetable last turn. I mean, it could be
Let's
Mark
see.
of the Wild, I suppose. See, look at this. It's just a win more card. Doesn't help him out when he's behind. Like, wouldn't this much rather be a 3/4 like this guy a lot of the time?
What if... win them all.
Gotta do his stuff and then concede. Always gotta get their stuff off. So, you know, the deck, it does feel a lot better. Obviously, we can still struggle, but we've got a lot of early games to hopefully give us a chance in those games where we're going second. You know, that's always the thing. It's like when you're going first, you're fine. It doesn't, you know, your deck composition isn't that important. Because it's still very difficult for you to lose tempo and lose board and really get smashed in the face a lot. But when you're going second, you've got to have that perfect 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop, and the minions you're playing have got to be good quality minions as well. Like, there's no point me keep having a 5-1 here, you know, against Mage. It's much better. I get a 2-drop. It's much more important to get a 2-drop. Obviously, immediately redraw the Cursed Disciple after getting rid of it. See, because we don't have a 2-drop, you know, he can make a 2-drop. And that 2-drop might, on turn 4, trade with my Cursed Disciple, which he then gets to finish off with a ping. So it's really important that we have our own 2-drops, and like a 2-3 that we can just put in there, just to be trading off with these early things. Okay, so if this is Mirror Entity, it's not great for us. Now, if it's Explosive Runes, I'd much rather it be something like a Cursed Disciple that's immediately going to replace itself. Because if we play this and it's Explosive Runes, we've got no play on the following turn. We could maybe make a Cult Master that we know he's got to ping and finish off there. But maybe pinging his 1-1 is just better here. And then maybe saving this for turn 5. Because we don't have a great turn 5 either. We've got a Blast Wave, but it's not fantastic.
Don't get complacent.
What fools these mortals be!
So that's a great draw off the top of the deck, obviously, because of Blast Wave. Doesn't waste my turn. And we still potentially get to kill a lot of stuff on the following turn. We don't have any elementals, unfortunately, for the Arcanosaur on turn 6. But maybe something will show up.
As long as it keeps out arrows.
Wow, that's pretty useful draw, actually. Mirror Entity is not bad here as well. Especially since I'm leading up to the Primordial Drake. Obviously draws that off the top of the deck. Like, we knew he didn't have any cheap minions still in his deck because of the way he's played. And he's like, oh lol, that's fine, because I've just literally drawn this.
Time runs out on me.
Another fine top deck.
Interesting.
Or just make a big guy. No, I don't like it. I think Primordial Drake does more if I take something off the board, right?
We hear your heart. There!
The greed sets in. Where's all my elementals?
Winter is here, and it's cold!
Is he going to get greedy again and not attack? Indeed he is.
Dark One snaps all!
Like, he could have just gone attack with the 4-2, finish it off with a ping. Can I draw an elemental?
Someday I'll be just like you!
Can I draw an elemental? Yeah, I've got several of those as well.
My eyes are
Time runs out on me.
Elemental would be incredible. lucky. It's an elemental. And the perfect elemental as well. Hopefully get really lucky. Opponent goes wide. Drops everything else out into the Arcanosaur. I mean, if he goes tall, we've got the polymorph and Arcanosaur. He is running low on gas. Do you know him, Zeltwitch? Or was that sarcasm? I'm not sure. I mean, he seems okay. Yeah. He's playing the cards he's got. Oh, this Arcanosaur's just wrecking him, isn't it?
Runs out on me.
Ping and pass is probably correct here. So I want to draw a card here.
Look how it burns!
I think Mage is third or fourth. I know first is Warlock, second is
I wonder.
Warrior. But I think Mage was reasonable before it got a slight boost. And it had its RNG improved, so... Okay, we'll just ping his guy, I guess. It's great that we got to this position in the game and we've still got a polymorph in hand. Like, if he, you know, makes that violet worm off the top of the deck, we don't cry like we would normally. So he's just sacrificing his 3/4 there.
The red one tastes like cherries.
Slash.
Science overwhelming.
Look how it burns! Join or die!
That's exactly lethal. Guess card for me seems good.
Who's next?
Time to pack some punch.
So there's no need to overcommit to the board. Like, why dump everything out just for him to do a flame strike or something? He might have Deathwing off the top of the deck, and I just go dump, 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 dump. I mean, I've still got the Polymorph, but then we're still playing off the top of the deck each.
Paul packs a punch.
So strangely, we had the better deck. You know, I thought my deck was maybe a little too fast and didn't have enough late game, but the fact that we had a Polymorph and we went the entirety of that match without playing the Polymorph, I think says that we had the better deck. Of course, it didn't help him that he drew his best card just on the turn he lost. Like, he might have had the Violet Worm Unadasta combo, or however you pronounce that card.
Medivh versus Garrosh.
Victory or death. Let the games begin.
So here's some, well, here's two great cards against Warrior. Like, turn 3, turn 4, fantastic. And it just gets better, and we're going first, so it doesn't really matter that we're skipping our 2-drop. So I'm guessing he goes Dragon Fury here. No, he goes LOL Dragon Fury. He has a guy.
Come, my pretty bird.
And he doesn't have a great guy.
Ride the Polar Bear Express.
So let's just play this on curve. Yes, I could just ping his 2-1. But I'm guessing he's got something like a Tar Creeper. And this still spends his entire turn. So we get to play a Curse Disciple onto an empty board. I mean, and this is just, you know, an ideal situation. Follow it up with a Tar Creeper and a ping if he insists on putting out a couple of tiny 1/1s. Which, of course, he has to do. If he plays something big, we just go Cult Master. See, again, that's wasted his best card. It's like I just traded 1 for 1 with his best card.
Join or die, or both.
So because I've got 2 3-drops next turn, I'm playing this guy this turn. Yeah, we're going to lose him a few times. If he doesn't have a trick, he is in a world of pain.
I sense your struggle.
So again, that's just a win more card. Doesn't really help him out a great amount.
Thirsty.
Great play to play that after doing all your attacks. You really thought that one through, didn't you?
Interesting. Interesting.
We hear your heart.
Like, of all the things that's left on the board at the end of the turn, a 2-4 is the least threatening there. So he had the chance to get all the tempo back, and he's just played a shield block on his turn.
Eyes are open.
Look how it burns us all.
So this is one of the few occasions where Curse Disciple's going to get some good value now we're at this point in the game. So I want to get it out on the board. We've got the Worgen Abomination if he wants to do some favourable trades that keeps his guys alive with a couple of points of damage. We've also got the Primordial Drake for the same reason, all depending on, you know, how he plays out this turn. Like, we've got quite a lot of AoE damage, really, with the Drake, the Scorcher, the Worgen Abomination and Hero ability next turn. But we can also make a tall minion with the Furia setting, if he does something fairly mid-rangey. He didn't even bother attacking first. Like, what's up with this guy? Why did he not attack my 5-1 before doing that? Congratulations, you've just wasted a slam for no reason. I mean, I'll take it, you know? These are the games you win not by playing well, but by your opponent playing badly. Like, he missed out on 6 damage, and he had to waste a slam because he didn't run his guy into my 5-1 first. Absolutely beautiful. It's a good draw. Let's see whether he's got another Warpath or a Brawl. Well, It's took the leftmost card. Okay, it's a Gorehowl.
Someone called.
Reasonable draw.
We hear your heart. There! Where shall I strike? What fools these portals be!
Well, we obviously don't have to fear Super Collider. Obviously, Brawl's still a pain, but I think he Brawls last turn if he has Brawl. I think he Warpaths last turn if he has Warpath. So, you know, let's go wide. Assume he doesn't have those cards and set about trying to smash him in the face. He might have had a chance in that game if he didn't just leave me with a 5-1 for no reason. You know, because he would have still had the slam in his hand, which could have made some difference there, especially with the Devastate. If he can go slam Devastate on my big guy there, that might keep him in the game. So again, we won the game not because we played well, but simply because our opponent played really badly.
None can escape my fury.
Let the games begin.
So I'm chucking his Steam Searcher back because I want another Elemental with it. And I really want a 3-drop to go with my 2-drop. And I've got a lot of 3-drops in my deck. Again, we're going first, so it's important to have that tempo, have a good curve out. And the 2-3 is really important against Rogue as well. Oh, there we go. Like, so much more than a 3-2 that he can just backstab. He can even just go hero ability, attack it twice and deal with a 3-2 that way to leave his mana free on turn 3 to do something.
Smelly fish! Yummy fish!
So obviously we always have to think about betrayal and where we're putting things. In this case, the 2-3 is going in the middle. If we have 2 more minions, we're not putting a Tar Creeper in a minion in the middle.
I want you, and you, and you! A real stick!
Not sure if trading offs is just better there and just sort of putting the Tar Creeper out. But the fact that he just straight up cast Lab Recruiter on turn 2 makes me think he might be struggling a little bit. Because that's a really good card to keep hold of. Like, if you have another 3-2 for 2, you play the other card, don't you? Obviously, if you got a 2-3, maybe you don't play it.
I wonder.
What is my purpose?
Well, that's a good counter to my Cursed Disciple, right? do we still just play the Cursed Disciple here? I think surely Tar Creeper's got to be better, or maybe even just another 2/3. It feels like maybe there's some magnetizing going on there. You just make another Tusker Fisherman, and
Perhaps.
use that to set off a bigger blast wave next turn.
Smelly fish! Yummy fish! A real stinker!
I don't want to deal the 1 damage to it in case he does magnetize something to it. Exactly my thoughts. Well, I have Blast Wave against your 3 Microbots.
A real stinker!
That's a spicy meatball. Meteor, Cinderstorm, Primordial Glyph. Yeah, I'll take the loss of tempo for those ridiculous cards.
Come, my pretty birds.
I feel icky.
Is someone injured?
So he's got 7 cards. I've got 7 cards and a card to come from my draw. I've got more mana. I've got a better card on the board.
Me angry! Me also angry!
I mean, the obvious play is Meteor, right?
Perhaps.
Okay, Water Ellie's pretty good. Blizzard's pretty good. You just go with the 5/1 here.
Perhaps.
Dark one snaps all.
Like, this is better if he's got something like Walk the Plank. And it kind of forces him to hero ability a lot of the time.
Halt! Who goes there?
Wow, this is a world-class Blizzard. This This is a blizzard from the heavens, this one. Like, I can't imagine how much that blizzard annoys him right now. Next turn we've got Primordial Drake and Ping the 4/2. Check out your little guy as well. Apparently not. Well, I guess since he's done that, we just go with this instead. And we save the Drake for when he goes a bit wider. And if he can't kill the 6/6, then the Drake just absolutely destroys his board. I mean, this game looks like it was won off the Blast Wave.
At last! A worthy
Yeah, now he's forced to play his dragon. A turn before I play Primordial Drake. Awkward! It's not bad.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
I must go face. Face, 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 face. Face is all I know. I will never trade here. It's always the turn you know you've won when they go face.
smart moves. I concede.
It's still there with 7 cards in hand going, not in any danger here. So I won that game with the Blast Wave. It turns out getting a Meteor, getting a Cinderstorm, and getting a Primordial Glyph that then gets you a Blizzard is pretty good. It's like, bless RNG right there. But this deck feels really solid. But most importantly is that you've got those good 3-drops for either like coining them out turn 2 on the draw, or just playing them on turn 3 yourself to deal with whatever aggro start they get. Back up to double vigours on the viewers. We have our 10th viewer joining. We are 4-0 at the moment, so not a bad time to follow. Okay, we're going first again. Nice, but not with these 3 cards. All of these cards can go away. I want one of my many cheap minions. Well, we've got one of them. Hopefully we'll draw a 3-drop. There's about like 5 in there. Nope. Oh! Of course you're going to turn up now. Do we go double Firefly? Because next turn we can go like Brewmaster, the original Firefly back. Play it again. Will he attack the correct one? Of course he will. No, he doesn't! Oh, good times.
That's incredible. Drink with me, friend.
It's just simple things like that, you know? Like you've just given me another Firefly, or Flame Elemental, for no reason. Do you have Death Rattle, or Rush, or whatever? So he used his coin to bring out a 2/6. Not the most exciting play from him.
Dark One snuffs all!
Nice draw. It was pretty good top deck right there. Saved me having to polymorph the 2/6 and then pinging the 5/1 and running the 1/2 into it. Put this here in case he has a crushing walls later.
This beast will not be tamed.
Be a shark.
Me angry. Me also angry.
Where shall I strike?
So I want to lock him down there in case he's got like the 5 power weapon for 7. Like it's touch and go because obviously he can have Hunter's Mark as well. But this is not a beast. And they're going, surely he doesn't have double explosive there.
Smelly fish. Yummy fish. Smash.
Shall I strike?
Yeah, welcome to going second as Hunter.
Well fought. I concede.
So, reasonable start. Any questions from the peanut gallery before I carry on? Anything you think maybe I should have done differently? I'm just thinking going for a quick bathroom break. So if you got anything you want to ask me, now's not a bad time. I shall be back in a couple of minutes. I'm back. Didn't want to keep you guys waiting. Just grabbed a towel. Oh, apparently no questions. Okay. Oh, here we go. Do you know about there being 50 ranks in ranked mode? So it's a thing for new players now. New players used to start at rank 25. They now start at rank 50, and obviously they can't lose ranks. So basically, when they start playing, they go all the way from 50 to 25, playing other new players. So for existing players, you will always start at 20 or 25 or 5, depending on how good or bad at the game you are. But yeah, that's the reason why there is technically 50 ranks now, and that's why you'll occasionally, like if you're following a big streamer, you'll hear somebody say rank 50 chat, and that's basically saying, you know, chat is full of new players. Also, if you play on a new account or on a new server, let's say you will usually play on America and you're playing on either EU or China, the first 4 arenas, I believe, you will only get paired up against other new players. So if you're really good at arena and you make a new account and then you go like 6-0, you'll start getting really long waits for players.
Let the games begin.
So the polymorph is really nice, but I want some minions.
Prove your worth, cur.
So no 2-drop, no 3-drop, but we've got a turn 1 drop.
Stand down.
So it's pretty terrible hand other than that turn 1 play. But we've got Blast Wave, which can maybe mop up the 0-3 that's created. Obviously, we want to kill off his Fireflies and stuff like that because we've got Cursed Disciple. We don't want his 1-1 trading with our 5-1. That'd be really bad for us.
Stand down.
Luckily, he wasted his turn 2, which allows us to put the Cursed Disciple down, hopefully, without too much interference.
Dark One snaps all!
Stand down.
So next turn he might play a 4-4, something like that, thinking the 0-3 is going to protect it from the 5-1, but we've got a Sightless Ranger. If he makes the 1-2,
Back to work.
then we get to finish it off with the Sightless Ranger and run the 5-1 into the 0-3. Seems fine.
We hear your heart. There!
Scorcher.
We hear your heart. We hear your heart. There!
Well, we've got Elemental into Elemental.
Float like a butterfly.
Sting like a bee.
So we could play the Water Elemental to set up for the Arcanosaur next turn. So if he has some way of dealing with the 3/6, we still get to kill everything on his side of the board.
When Earth moves, empires fall.
And there you go. You see, I would just trade off here. But they get greedy, they go face. It's what they want to do. Right, trading's off is never a consideration for them.
As long as it keeps out arrows.
Who wants a hug?
Pretty good cult master.
Join or die.
If we do the Scorcher this turn, it sets up a Blast Wave.
Interesting.
But we could also just Cone of Cold. We could also just make a 4/4. And then maybe ping one of the 0/2s.
Ride the Polar Bear Express.
And that sets up a nice Blast Wave as well. We know he's still got a banana as well. Oh, this is a great Blast Wave.
The glory is mine.
Like, why would you not Blast Wave there? Eh? I'll have some cards. Thank you very much.
Smelly fish! Yummy fish!
And I did it this way so I didn't overdraw my next turn. World-class Blast Wave there.
Dark one snaps all.
Well, I didn't think I'd ever get that doing anything in this game. I don't want to polymorph that. Like, polymorph just doesn't do anything.
Angry! Me also will!
Everything must remain frozen. Freeze all the things. Now Molten Reflection doing some work as well.
Me angry! Me also angry!
Me angry, me not so angry.
I end you! You are not welcome here.
More things must be made cold. positioning for his Super Collider in case he just top decks it. I figured Devastate to be one of the cards he had there. Yeah, it's not really so great against 1/2s, right? Hello, V-Shars, thank you for the follow. This hand's pretty ridiculous. I'm feeling a 6-0 coming on. Yeah, but that blast wave was like, mwah. Everything dies. I get 6 cards. Okay, so he's got a chance of getting a Deathwing now. Is this going to be a Dragon Roaster? Hoarding Dragon? Not the greatest. I've got a Polymorph for his Deathwing. I really hope he does have a Deathwing. I'll enjoy that. So again, there's just keep trading off. There's no reason to smash in at his face.
Well played.
Did you get a Deathwing?
Mortal life.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty bad as dragons go. I guess I'll have an extra turn. Six and 0. Good times, good times. We are playing on EU, so it's gone midnight. It's just the good players. Well, just the players who don't have to go to work tomorrow who are left. Incoming 6 and 3? Maybe. I worry about playing Shamans who are doing well. Like a good Shaman is a little bit disturbing. There's so many 3-drops in my deck. Where are they? Well, we've got Flame Geyser into turn 5 Arcanosaur. Because usually Shaman goes quite wide here. No, this is my job, Thermal. Well, I wouldn't call it a job. I don't really make much money out of it, but this is all I've got right now. I really wish I could draw one of my 6 3-drops here. It would be incredible. Do we just burn this 0-2 totem? Then we can potentially put spell damage on the 1-2 and do some kind of cone of cold. So turn 4 Flame Elemental, turn 5 Arcanosaur.
Let me in, man! It's my turn!
Finally, the three. Hey guys! I hear you were looking for a 3-drop. Yeah, but it's now turn 4. Why are you here? What purpose are you bringing to this game right now?
Perhaps.
We could get greedy. We could Cone of Cold this turn. And then Flame Elemental next turn. And hope he goes even wider. Especially if he doesn't roll the healing totem, we get to ping the 3-1, which would be nice.
Smelly fish! Yummy fish!
My turn to show them what's what.
I mean, this has been a pretty rubbish hand going second here. We're hoping Rain of Toads, something like that.
I wonder.
He may even try and roll a totem to get healing before deciding how to attack. But, you know, we are banking on a bit of luck that he goes wide here rather than tall. Like, if he makes one... There we go! Incredible! Oh, this value! This value! Oh, I'm so lucky. I'm just so lucky. Kaboom! Back in the game. Absolutely brutal turn, that. And then we got Worgen next turn if he doesn't make the healing totem to just go, actually, your 4-2's just dying. Like, if he makes a 5-5 taunt here and I run the 3-3 into the 5-5 and then play a Worgen, it's like, yep. Couldn't have asked for more there.
Out of my jungle!
No heal, no heal, no heal. Yops! We'll take that. You're gonna trade? Yeah. I mean, we could go Dragamore Scorcher. Set up for the Worgen Abomination the following turn, right? I mean, that would make a lot of sense. But then if he gets the healing totem, it completely ruins all of that. Like, if I go just the Furious setting, there's a chance he does have a Hex because he is at 6 wins.
Interesting.
Sightless Ranger makes him trade into my 1/1s, so at least these are taking damage. Again, doesn't do a whole lot apart from that. So I guess we get the Hex out of him. Yeah, I gotta save this for Violet Worm if he plays Violet Worm. Because it's going to be very hard for me to get back into a game where he just makes a Violet Worm here. Lightning bolts. Is that the one you were after? Yeah, spell power. Has he got a lightning storm and he just can't bring himself to play it against a single minion? Yes, that's exactly what it is. He's like, he just really hates the idea of doing that. It just brings him so much pain. Oh, he's like, oh, this is so horrible.
Ooh, the red one tastes like
So he
cherry.
couldn't deal with my guy last turn. He literally had to play Lightning Storm, which he never wants to do. So clearly making one big minion
Is my shield.
has got to be the play here.
We hear your heart.
Pull packs of punch.
Like at about turn 6, I was sweating. Well, turn 5 I was sweating, and then he started turn 5, I was like, please, don't make one big guy. And the game could have been all over. And now it's feeling a lot better.
What to do?
We've still got, you know, we've still got a very good chance of losing the game, you know, but if we can get our blast wave, that'll be nice, because of course Shaman generally goes quite wide. See, that is a shocking bloodlust, isn't it? That's just a real bad bloodlust. Real bad bloodlust. So Worgen Abomination just absolutely mops up this board.
What do you want?
Like having a couple of 1/1s and a hero ability with the Worgen on the board feels pretty good. Really hoping you won't make a Taunt Totem there. Ooh. It's a nice blast wave. Well, we don't have any more elementals, so there's no point getting greedy there, is there? Three-point blast wave with Tusker Fisherman.
Interesting.
Like, I mean, we can just kill him, kill his board, can't we? With the blast wave, because everything takes 2 damage at the end of the turn. extra point of damage. Well, I got a flame strike. Yeah, I'll take that. I was just admiring my flame strike so much I hit turn end.
Bubblies and yummies!
No, everything dies. I'm so bad. I'm fine. I got Dark Scale Healer next turn. I'm still good. It's like we're 7 cards versus 2. Primal Fin Totem, eh? Sneaky boy. Yeah, I'll use my flame strike there. Let's hope he doesn't get Rain of Toads.
What fools these mortals be!
Eight cards left, eh? Well, that's what we need. More cards.
Dark one snaps all! We hear your heart. Foolish! There!
6 minions, 5 cards in hand versus a card in hand. It's not a bad card in hand. Putting all that out so I've got lethal next turn. 7-0. So this is always our goal, right? Always to get the 7 wins. Pays for the buy-in. Not that I need it with 6,500 gold, but now things start to get tough. Still hovering on those 10 people watching. Can we get it up to 15 by the end?
Garrosh!
Let the games
Well,
begin.
Tar Creeper's reasonable. We'll keep hold of him. We're going first. Can I get a 2-drop to go with it? Okay. Frost Rider's also very nice. And we got the turn 5 Tar Creeper into Arcanosaur. Like, this card's really bad, isn't it? It's in, like, the bottom bucket. But it's just smashed so many opponents' boards today. Ooh. Lucky, we got a drop. Now, I really want to play Frost Rider here. Because I want the Tar Creeper to enable this Arcanosaur in a bit.
Ride the Polar Bear Express!
There's maybe an argument for attacking first, so this is frozen just to get rid of his armor.
Hey! Good tickets don't come cheap.
Pretty good draw. So there you go, our turn 3 trades with his turn 4 and we're on the play. That's what tempo's all about.
A stranger will offer you aid.
Okay, so we've got the Steam Surgery next turn. So let's see if he's got a Warpath or a Brawl. I mean, there's an argument for not playing this, but if he's got a Super Collider, I don't want my 5/1 dying to the Super Collider.
Let the pain speak to me.
1-point Warpath. I mean, he didn't have Warpath last turn, right? He's going to get maybe 2 more cards that he didn't see last turn.
I am the real thinker.
Yeah, that's fantastic for me. Yep, you're almost dead. Ooh, cheeky little Brewmaster on this guy. Well, doing this does kill my 2/2.
The real stinker. Light the fuses.
Just not good enough. Need to know. That's a lovely size, isn't it, 8-0? So you can see, I mean, we got a lot of 3-drops in here. Tar Creeper, Spring Rocket, Pyromaniac, Microtech Controller, Frost Rider. Frost Rider is clearly the best turn 3 play out of them all. Pixie's really nice as well. And we had a couple of games where we just didn't see any of them. It's like we got to turn 4 and then, oh, there the Pixie turns up. You're like, yeah, we're a bit late for you. And we got some early game as well with the Firefly and the Taskmaster and 2 Fishermen. So, and then we just kind of tempo out nicely. Like the double Cursed Disciples are really good in this deck because this early game keeps the board clear, and then you're just like, Cursed Disciple. And they can't make tiny guys because you probably still got a couple of these floating about, and you can just ping their tiny guys. So, you know, these Cursed Disciples are almost trading with their regular drops. But yeah, you know, if you end up 8-3 with this deck, I'm happy. We got to 8 wins. We've done very well getting to 8-0. Had a little bit of luck. I think we've gone first more than we've gone second. I think we've gone first 5 times. I think we've gone second 3 times. Obviously now we are up to 8 wins, we absolutely want to go first. Like, everyone we're playing against has got really good decks. You know?
Let the games begin.
So of course we go second. I possibly didn't even want to keep the Microtech controller. You know, I'm not sure it's very good going second. But I could certainly see this being a loss now. Obviously, the Pixie's the best card here, but we need that 2-drop. Need that 2-drop going second. We can't allow him to build up a board. Oh, luckily he couldn't do that. So I think playing Pixie and then coining out a Sightless Ranger is better than like coining this out here. Obviously if he plays that, we're going to put 4 power of guys on the board ourselves as well.
Your heart.
So the plan is basically the Sightless Rangers hit each turn. Make a couple of guys. Oh, okay, that's nice. Yeah, I'll take that. Okay, Pyromaniac's also quite interesting.
We hear your heart. There!
So like I said, going second just sucks in this game, and you can see the absolute difference between going second and going first. It's like, he just gets tempo, and he's going to win from there unless I can get my Blast Wave or little Elemental guy for dealing 3 damage to everything.
Dark one snaps forward.
I'm fast and furious!
That's fine, as long as you keep trading. That works for me. Maybe elemental guy? Ooh. Bonus. Very nice draw there. So he's kind of wasted that turn and allowed me to get a little bit of tempo back. Yawn. Predictable violet worm there. Mmm. Mmm.
Ooh, the red one tastes like cherry.
So I'm going to go face here to stop him making any weapons.
Out of my jungle. Attacks a punch.
Look how it burns! What fools these mortals
Prove
be!
your worth, cur.
Have some mechs. Please just draw a blast wave so I can just fill my hand full of spells. Like, just draw the blast wave. Like, I really need the blast wave to get back into this game.
Foolish!
Attacks a punch.
Stand down!
Makes me think he's got his warpath or something like that. The fact that he wanted to deal 1 damage to this guy. Pretty annoying. Guess I'm going face, because there's nothing else I can do.
Attacks a punch.
Stand down!
Drink with me, friend.
Yeah, let's just try and kill him because I'm in trouble now. He'll just make a 20 toughness taunt here, and I'll be like, yeah, you can have this one if I don't get my polymorph. It's always a terrible shame when they high roll off the Dragon Roar. Yes, obviously. Polymorph off the top of the deck. Polymorph. 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 That's not a polymorph.
Challenge accepted.
And now he goes, and now make another ridiculously sized taunt thanks to Emeris. I rest my case. Polymorph again. Okay, Blast Wave. Gives me a chance, right? Can I really ping my guy? It means I don't have the mana for Polymorph, but I do need the extra card, right? Well, neither of those is going to help me. Like, imagine if I'd drawn my Blast Wave when he had all the minions out from the Violet Worm.
As long as it keeps out
Like, great RNG there. Destroyed by him literally nut rolling off the Dragon Roar. And me whiffing on both my Polymorph and my Blast Wave when it matters.
We'll offer you aid.
break their ranks. The calm before the storm.
Well, the Carnosaur's been okay. At least we're not taking 8 to the face this turn, right? Because of Vaporize. There's no way he risks a Vaporize on his 8-14. Okay. Yep. Oh, and there we go again. Right on cue. Taunt! Yay! It's a wisp. It's not a 0-2, which is what we actually wanted. So, Polymorph late to the party. I mean, you missed some ridiculous RNG again, KVD. He high rolled his Dragon Roar, got an Emeris, and my Polymorph and my Blast Wave both did absolutely nothing. They just turned up, like the Blast Wave turned up a turn after his 7/1/1s die.
Join or die. Or both.
Yeah, there's nothing good left in my deck. We're simply playing it out for the refusal of conceding against him. Man, So, you know, this kind of sums everything up. All I needed was a polymorph. I've no idea why they have to emote at the end of a game, though. So, like, the deck's ridiculously good, but, and we had the board, and he had a Violet Worm that was like a 7-3, and we've got a 3-3 and a couple of other guys, and Blast Wave just doesn't show up to the party. And then he makes a ridiculous... He plays Emerus, makes a ridiculous minion the turn after Emerus, and Polymorph's still nowhere to be seen as well. Both just hid themselves at the bottom of the deck when we really needed them. And on top of all of that RNG, he high rolls Emerus off Dragon Roll. Which is, I mean, you know I've talked about this card many, many times in Arena. It's literally the best dragon. Like, you're just there with 5 other cards in hand, and because you're playing Warrior, and you're like, yeah, these are all ridiculous. Your opponent basically has to have 4 polymorphs. Or Meteor with a load of extra spell power, or Flame Strike with tons of extra spell power.
The forest fights back.
Let the games begin.
So Water Elemental's pretty good. And we're going first, so I'm going to keep these 2. Wow, this is nice. With a bit of luck, we get one of our other many 2-drops. But this is a nice defensive starting hand going first. How lucky! Thank you, one of our 2 Tusker Fishermen. Beautiful. It's important, really important when you're at this stage to go curve. Just go 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop. We get a Steam Surger next turn, although we could play the Water Elemental. Well, Steam Surger is very aggressive here. Yeah, we're going to beat them up in case he's got, you know, +2, +4. Some kind of spell that's just going to buff his guy up. Double Wrath?
I need it.
Arcanosaur maybe changes our play a little bit. Maybe we don't play the Water Elemental this turn.
The real stinker. The real stinker.
Ooh, great draw. Let's get him frozen down.
The red one tastes like cherries.
And drop something big. This forces him to go tall himself. He has to play one big minion here. And I've got a polymorph for it. Oh, naturalise. Okay, that works, yep. I mean, obviously never wasting a polymorph on that thing.
We hear your heart.
I am you.
I'm sure he's got UI though, right? Like, there's no way he gets to 8 wins without Ultimate Infestation on 10 mana.
Dark one snuff all. There!
So I just want to have the elemental, and I feel I might not have the turn. Here comes the UI, I guess, on my 3/4, right? No? Great.
Bring me steel.
Mushroom power!
I am you.
Job done.
I mean, with polymorph in hand, this makes the most sense.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
Guide me.
Got him.
I am you.
I can't win them all.
Back to winning ways. So, you know, I felt that was a poor hand, right? I mean, I think we all agree that wasn't a great draw from me. I'm kind of thinking how he got to so many wins. I didn't see anything crazy off him. Maybe I think he probably did have UI and just didn't draw it. Average wait time 2 minutes. Maybe we finish this here and pick it up tomorrow around 8 PM. I'm liking the sound of that. 2-minute wait time. It's like, really? I'm not hearing any complaints in chat. Don't forget to click the subscribe button if you like what I see. Use your Twitch Prime. Use your free Twitch Prime on me. I need the money. I'm broke. I got a equivalent of $150 for the rest of the month. I would appreciate every penny. I'm not below begging. Oh, there we go. We got an opponent.
Madiv versus Garrosh.
Victory or death!
Let the games begin.
I think the water elemental's obviously pretty important in this matchup. Like freezing the warrior up. 2-drop would be nice. And we get there. Brewmaster right on cue.
Drink with me, friend.
So obviously playing the Brewmaster is much better than just pinging. We can't afford to lose tempo going second for the case of like card advantage. We have to chuck this out there.
Challenge accepted.
And again, we could get greedy attacking the 1-1, but then there's a good chance he can play all manner of things on the swing back to really annoy us here. So let's just keep the board clear. That's all that matters. I rest my case. Well, I was going to coin Dragonmaw Scorcher, but maybe we do this instead and draw a card. And then we've got turn 5 Water Elemental, turn 6
Look how it burns!
Arcanosaur. I mean, you know, Scorch is pretty safe. Even just turn 4 Water Elemental's good there. You know, and just let him have the 2-1 and the 1-1.
Great show today, folks! It's all right.
Dark one snuff all!
Let's see if he's got that Super Collider. Definitely Water Elemental next turn. Super Collider will make it extremely hard for us to win at this point. That's a nice polymorph. Well, well.
Interesting.
I serve! It's me! Smelly fish! Yummy fish!
Yeah, I think I got to save the polymorph for Violet Worm, right? I mean, we all know he's got to have Violet Worm.
I cast arcane missiles!
Swing and a miss.
Come, my pretty birds.
Yeah, you keep going wide against me.
Why do you call?
You keep going wide against me. I think we go face here. Like, if he's got Super Collider or a weapon, it's really annoying. Like, because I can still go Dragon Maw Scorcher, ping your guy to kill it.
What now?
Or if he's got like a Soul Thraze, I've just lost a game right there. I mean, he must absolutely know I'm doing that play with a backup. We've got Pixie double ping as one option next turn, depending on what he chucks out there. Obviously, we've got Deranged Doctor all by itself, if he doesn't make any big taunts or anything like that. Because the 8th health is going to help us out there. It's the polymorph target. It's exactly what I was talking about.
I must choose.
Yeah, you just have to save polymorph for Violet Worm. Like, there's so many times where you're thinking,
What now?
yeah, would really like to play Polymorph here, but if you can deal with his board with the other cards, then you just do so. Now we're running our guys in, pinging it, and Primordial Drake to finish it off. And that's the second worm dealt with. Like, my turns take approximately 2 seconds, his take a minute. So I'm guessing deranged Doctor this turn. Well, this is potentially worse than the worm. Volcanosaur. Like, he goes untargetable, divine shield, I'm like, ugh. It's really annoying. Now, if it's just an 8-6, I've maybe got a better chance. Don't really understand that play, because I'm obviously going to swing into it. That was a great draw. I'm not going to lie to you, that was a fantastic draw. And in case the last card is a Devastate in his hand, I'm going to take it out of Devastate range.
Take wrong candle. Miss me. Ooh, the red one tastes like cherry.
Where shall I stray?
Ow, and you.
Looking a little bit better.
The might of Stormwind.
Okay, that's fine. He's obviously going face.
Where shall I strike?
What fools these mortals be!
Packs a punch.
Wow. That's annoying. That is most definitely annoying.
Packs a punch.
We hear your heart.
Well, here we are, we've reached the RNG, and we're hoping it's not a Deathwing. Or in fact, any decent legendary.
Shiny here, shiny there. Big shiny.
I'll take that. Like, I'm okay with him having that. Ooh, a couple of extra people joining in now. Up to 12. Chance. See, again, you know, this is the Death Speak. Loads of people love their Death Speakers. And it's just a win more card. Like, this card only helps you when you're ahead. When you're behind, it does absolutely nothing. Well, we got there. Double figures, 10 and 1. Like, this when we were drafting this deck, it just kept giving us things that cost 3 and 4 mana. I was like, please, please stop. I want some bigger guys. And then, in fact, I took the deranged doctor just because I wanted a big guy. I was like, this is really, well, weak as big guys go, but I just really want it. And it turns out he's done some work. He's been pretty decent. But this is definitely the last one for the day. 1:30 AM here in England. We've got an opponent already. Yeah, sometimes you do just need an 8/8. So we beat double Violet Worm there. We got lucky with our polymorph. If I don't have that polymorph, I think maybe I lose.
Let the games begin.
Oh, we're going second, and we've got a great hand. Yeah, this is the perfect going... Oh, dreamy going second hand here. Curve out fantastically. Turn 4, potential Spring Rocket, Coin, Flame Geyser to take out their 4/4. Did we play Symphony before? I'm sure we did. We've got exact same start, haven't we? 2-3 into Frost Rider. The same thing where I'm going, do we take his armor off?
The real stinker.
Like, just tempo's more important here than the card advantage of just going ping your 2/1.
Ready to glow!
And you can see it rolls over, it gets bigger like a snowball. And then eventually he has to do a reset button, like a warpath or a super collider. So it's going to be very hard for me to win at this point with him having a super collider. Like, there's not a lot we can do against it. You know, it's just a card that turns round all of that tempo immediately. Of course. As long as you don't high roll Emeris like the last guy.
Yes.
he passes the turn, I'll probably just play the Cult Master here, right?
Smelly fish! Yummy fish!
Like, we put the spell power on the 5-1 because he's going to want to kill the Cult Master. So the 5-1's going to stick around. Like, there's no way he attacks my 2-3 here and takes a 50-50. He has to kill the Cult Master or I draw 2 cards. Of course, he can just have a removal in his hand and it makes all of that moot. But that's why we put the spell power on the 5-1 there. Could have pinged my own 4-2. I could, but you've got to make him use the weapon. Like, that weapon's going nowhere because I don't have any oozes. Like, so there's no way of avoiding the fact that he gets to smash some of my minions into each other. It's like, that is inevitable, unfortunately. So if I didn't have the Flame Geyser in my hand, I'd keep this in my hand because I want to, in case I draw another elemental. Oh, of course, there you go, so he high rolls the Drake. You know, nothing you can do. So now, because we've used the polymorph on that, you know, if he makes the Violet Worm, we're really, well, probably going to lose. Like, the only way back into the game would be to draw the Blast Wave, get a bunch of random spells off the Blast Wave, and hope one something like a Meteor. So he's going to attack this if I play the Sightless Ranger. So that was his other card off Dragon Roar. So literally, he got Primordial Drake and Bone Drake. It's like, there's another fantastic high roll. That's a nice draw. That is a real nice draw there. I can set up some good stuff off that. Well, I mean, he's expecting Blizzard now, right? I think I'm trying to tell him I've got a Blizzard. Congrats, you've got 10 cards to my 3. But one blast wave can change everything. Do I do that this turn? I think the answer is yes.
We hear your heart. There!
So I got my order wrong there. Obviously I should have put that in the middle of those so the 2 1/1s are created here. So definitely a mistake from me. He has 10 cards in hand. Yeah, that cost me my little Drake. It's a nice draw for me as well.
What do you want?
Last wave, nowhere to be seen in this game.
By root and vine, your soul entwined.
Really would like that blast wave about now.
We hear your heart.
Like, I'm sure this is the guy I just beat. I might be completely wrong. Maybe it's a guy I played a couple of games ago, but I definitely played a symphony before. Let's see if there's a violet worm he's going to play. Blast wave, bottom 11 cards. Yep, nothing I can do about that. That's bigger than my entire deck. And he's going face for some reason. Warpath for 1. Yep, not much going on here, unfortunately. Like, that's how long a turn should take. So, we've definitely lost this one now. If Blast Wave's at the bottom of your deck, there's nothing you can do. He got his Super Collider, I didn't get my Blast Wave. What are we even playing for? Come on.
I wonder.
Checkmate. Well done.
Like, I don't understand these people. They sit there thinking about every turn. It's like, you've won the game. Just attack my guys, kill me, play some more stuff, go face. So we'll have a wait for a couple of minutes, I think. But yeah, that's a game we win if we draw our good cards. That game purely came, like, we had all the board, everything going our way, and then he went, lol, Super Collider, was like, you know what, at no point was I offered a Swamp Ooze or the bigger Ooze, so I guess you win. Like, everything else he did was completely average, and I didn't feel threatened by it in any way. But the Super Collider just went, yeah, kill 6 of your guys. And I'll have the board back. Thank you very much. Now these are the players I hate more. Because we know he's going to have mass hysteria. We know he is going to have maybe a psychic scream, and we definitely know he has at least 1 mind control as well. I'm keeping the Cursed Disciples because they're reasonable against priests.
Dry crystal.
And we've drawn our best card, the Polymorph. Ooh. That's a bit spicy. That's exactly what we want turn 3. Like, if it shows him something ridiculous. I got, like, several bad cards in my deck that he might just guess wrong.
Not quite what was planned.
Yes, I have bad cards.
Ride the polar bear express.
That is fine. Now we have the army of Cursed Disciples. Well, he's going for it. Fair play to the guy.
Dark One snaps all!
I'm not going to play this. Well, maybe I can. He's like, there's no way he can have 4 mana next turn, so yeah. I was going to say I really don't want him to gain control of it for a turn, but yeah, I guess we're fine with that. But I'm definitely expecting a mass hysteria. So at least this way I'm still left with a 5-1. Potentially I'm left... Like, if these two trade in, I'm left with 2 5-1s, right? Because this then doesn't see anything, and then the death rattle triggers on this, so... There's a Shadow Madness. So, mass hysteria or go home from him? I'll have a card, I guess. I guess we just run wide.
Smelly fish! Yummy fish!
Like, we can't play around mass hysteria here. Let's just try and smash him in the face.
Meddlesome insects.
Guess you've got another dragon.
Drink with me, friend.
Got your psychic scream now. Basically, I want to keep this polymorph for his ridiculous taunt that's going to be super tough. We just have to go, do you have a mass hysteria? There we go. Polymorph that bad boy.
Prove your worth.
Well played. You have better.
Well played.
Just enough. Double Shadow Madness from him. Eesh. But that was all about saving the polymorph, like, and not getting greedy with it. So it's final boss time. I mean, the Dusk guy was pretty disappointing. I was like, oh. Because it's so rare for him to have Duskbreaker and another dragon in hand there. Like, that is super rare. So the RNG gods were not in our favour on that one. Well, I mean, obviously very happy with this deck. It's exceeded my expectations. But it's a deck that does tempo very well. I mean, the obvious weakness is Super Collider. But when our opponents didn't get Super Collider, we beat them up. We just went, like, all of our minions, 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop, 5-drop, they're all just big guys. Like, they're not relying on the board already existing in a certain way. You know, like, if you get a 5-drop off the top of your deck, and it's Fungal Mancer, you go, oh, that's fantastic, that's a 2-2, that's just what I needed here. Whereas if you're 5-drop off the top of the deck, it's like a Scorcher, 1 damage to everything, solid 3/6 body. It's like that has more impact. Like the Fungal Mancers, the Death Speakers, they just win. Oh, same guy. They just win more cards.
Let the games begin.
How good is Blast Wave against him? It's not very good, is it? Because he's got that Madness card. Obviously, Steam Surge is very nice. I mean, he does have Power Word Shield, though, as well. So I think we keep the Steam Surger, because we want that Flame Geyser as a little bit of removal. really want that 3-drop off the top of the deck. Okay, I guess we'll stick with a polymorph. So he has double Shadow Madness. Luckily, we're not that weak to Shadow Madness. Water Ellie kind of sucks. And we know he's got Dustbreaker as well.
Have I got a bomb for you?
Smelly fish! Yummy fish!
Blast Wave off the top of the deck. Blast Wave, top of the deck. Here we go. Not bad. So we do 1 damage to everything, I guess, with the Scorcher.
Interesting.
A real stinker!
So, Shadow Madness on the 3/6. Shock. Well, he knows my deck precisely now at this point. Great draw. Absolutely fantastic draw.
For Najata.
A real stinker!
It's just all about the tempo. Keep everything off his side of the board. That's a great draw. That is a fantastic draw.
Perhaps.
That one snapped!
don't think I suffer too much from a second Shadow Madness. I mean, Shadow Madness and some other things, then yeah, maybe. But we're forcing it in him to making the one big taunt again, and then we get the polymorph out. Like, he can't go wide here unless he's got like 3 taunts in his hand, and why is he not playing them on turn 5, 6 and 7? So he kind of has to go one big taunt.
By the elements combined!
We hear your heart.
I didn't see a Holy Nova off him last game. And again, I don't want to polymorph the 7/7. The polymorph's there for his 4/12 with taunt.
I must consider.
Neither snow, nor rain, nor witch.
Feeling a blast wave. I don't know about you, chat. I am feeling a blast wave.
Wow.
Okay, Blizzard's nice along with the Worgen. No, I got a banana. Sad times. I don't want to vaporize.
Stop! Playtime!
We hear your heart.
I think that's a fair polymorph target. Like, that was the card I polymorphed last time.
Meddlesome insects.
And he's got yet another dragon. Well, I wish I had some spell damage. Like, I think this needs to be a good card before I use it. So this sets up for the Arcanosaur.
Flesh fails. Try crit.
Okay. Do we get greedy here? Like, we could pick this guy back up, couldn't we?
Drink with me, friend.
Ooh, the red one tastes like cherries.
Glacial Mysteries. My god, this game hates me at the moment, doesn't it? Glacial Mysteries.
Perhaps. Perhaps.
Smelly fish! Yummy fish!
Complacent.
Like, can I have a playable spell, please? I'm just asking for a playable spell against this guy. Molten Reflection, it just keeps on giving me fantastic cards, doesn't it? I just want a playable spell off this shifting scroll.
Meddlesome insects.
Just want something playable here. Maybe Frozen Clone wasn't bad, but no time to use it there. What's this, like the second time it's offered me Spellbender? Do I take the Spellbender here? Just want a game-breaking, good card. This is my 8th turn in a row now. Arcane Intellect. Let's just kill myself with the bad cards that are still in my deck. I can't take Arcane Intellect. I'm going to deck myself. Like, I need this to do something.
Look how it burns!
So how many Dustbreakers has this guy played now? Can I have my shifting scroll be something playable? Like a mind control be incredible. Could you imagine that? He does have Mass Hysteria. Like, if you're at 10 wins, of course you're going to have Mass Hysteria. Mirror Entity.
Ride the Polar Bear Express!
I guess we play a Mirror Entity. Yes, and of course, he just comes straight out and goes, free from Amber, I don't care about counterspell. Literally going to sit there, get my best card. And I can't even play this now. Yes, you've hit me for 7, as the RNG gods just completely fail me utterly. Amazing draw. Just world class. Just what we wanted at the bottom of our deck. Like, that was such a terrible Blast Wave. And again, another terrible card off the bottom of the deck.
Checkmate. Well done.
Like, literally nothing you can do there.
Well played.
Shifting scroll, just going, no, 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 no. I think it went no like 9 turns in a row there. He kept goffing me spell. You can have spellbenders. We're good for spellbenders. So RNG screwing me over at the end there. I think I was good for that 12 wins. I mean, I already beat that guy once, but when you're drawing a 2-3 for 1 mana at the bottom of your deck, when that should be coming down turn 1. And obviously he's got Mass Hysteria and like 3 Dusk Breakers or whatever they're called. Like, yeah, of course. Of course you've got 3. He basically had 3 board resets off those. He had the Mass Hysteria for a board reset as well. He had ridiculous other cards. Like, we beat him 1 game simply because we got the tempo and we kept it and he didn't do utterly ridiculous things, but we still ran completely out of cards at the end of the game. It's like we had to hit him with exact damage and have the polymorph for his big guy. And then my Blast Wave just went, nah. Like, all I needed was like a Meteor, a Fireball, a Polymorph, And instead I just got a lot of cards that deal 1 damage. I was like, well, I've already got plenty of those in my deck. So anyway, guys, finished 11 and 3. Which is obviously good, but it could have been better. You know, and that's how I'm always thinking about these. Like, the people we lost to was somebody with a super collider. And somebody with just a stupid deck as well. You know, I think if we were playing earlier in the day, like if it wasn't 2 AM, we'd probably get 12 wins. But literally the only people playing there at that point are the absolute stupid players. Like, he has fought past 10 other people who are also playing at, you know, late night. So he's playing against other people who know what they're doing, and he's at 10, 11 wins. So obviously he's just going to have the most stupid of decks there. Thanks for checking me out. We only got the 1 new subscriber today, VChaz. Only the 1, and still no subscriptions. No one wants to use their Twitch Prime on little old me. I've been sort of very lucky. I've had like £30 worth of donations over the last 30 days, so buys a few drinks down at the pub. But only ever had 1 subscription to this channel. Can you believe that? Only 1 person has ever subscribed. I need more people who have Twitch Prime. I need that. If you want to see more videos and stuff from me, you know, I can't live off fresh air. My only source of income is to help me out here. Come on. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching. We're going to find someone to host. There's a few good guys on at this time. So just stick around for a second. I know there's a few pretty good arena streamers on at this time. Here we go. I'm gonna stick you in the way of Miss Elbow. Miss Elbow was pretty good last time. So I hope you all have a good evening, and don't forget to tell everyone on the other channel to come follow me. Ta-da.
Paul is our at-risk player.
But I'm not sure. I'm bad in with remembering names. Okay, I hope I wrote it correct because it's pretty late. Check out Carovel's stream, guys. Give him a follow. Yeah, but it's Lita. Lita still plays Hearthstone. He streamed today for like 200. I think his partner now for like 250 viewers. He is crazy. He's always. This is still online now. He's always top 10 legend and legend wild. Well, not always, but a lot of times. I'm gonna try Caravel. You guys missed my worst misplace, so. That's good. That's turn. Rain, overkill. Okay. Perfect timing. I confirmed I'm decent for now. I mean, this is one of the... This is a really, really, really good warrior deck. Not perfect, but it has all the good cards. I still think you can have a better deck with slightly worse cards, but better curve. And more active plays like minions. After turn 4, it can be problematic. We never see Understar, by the way. But yeah, we should be 8-1. Ah, damn. But 11 wins still nice. Grats, Carawel.
You asked for it.
Yeah, Blitz, yeah, he is really... he's one of the best Hearthstone players for sure. In both modes. He should be invited for that tournament. I'm not sure. Oh my god, Mage. I hate mages. I'm not sure if he's still as good in Arena because he doesn't play it as often anymore. But he would probably learn it in like give him 1-2 weeks and he's back. Yeah, that would be fun, Sticks. Never thought about it. I hope one day somehow it would be fun if there would be like 2 versus 2 arena. I don't know how that would work, but I don't know. Come on, Blizzard. Invent something. Oh, this card saves us. Why? Oh, I thought I just drew it, and why is this not a Staggerodon? How far did your 4 Dragon Roar deck go, Carawel? Wait, let me guess, am I following you? I think I do. Now I am. I thought I'm following you. It's not good if I don't trade because he plays a 5-drop, so I don't care. Let him ping. Oh god. No, this is gonna be good. Okay, not good enough. Thanks for the follow, Carawel. Yeah, I think a lot of people don't know him. I would have tried to convince Dr. Stein to stream or get Lita. He's not as known outside of Italy, I guess. Wow, why would you play this? Well, I guess you want to get rid of Collider. Oh my god, Understar. Okay, guys. How bad is it to get... I guess Basilisk is not insane against this. Should I wait with this? I feel like I should wait. Or is it good getting 2 6s? But I do want playable cards. And it's a 12-6. Man, that's a tough one. So we're gonna do this every time. I guess we do it. Come on. 6-7 is decent. Who is Ribble? 0. I know that's why I said convince him to stream. He was pretty good. I have to check out Colanta at some point for sure. Should I let him flame strike? No. Or do I do these? You can't ping both. I think I like this slightly more. Because if he flame strikes, I keep a 3/3. I don't know. I see a lot of flame strike. I'm gonna trade. But yeah, seems like a waste. Putting 7 damage into a 3/1, but I don't know. I feel like if I trade, it's better like this because he can't ping both. Because if I trade this, he flame strikes and kills this next turn. Now he has more stuff to do. Ah, you know him, Zero. Okay. That's a nice counter. No flame strike, but maybe... Maybe Meteor. Oh, or maybe Blast Wave and stuff like this. Maybe I trade this. It might be still Flame Strike because he thinks I'm gonna do this trade. Let's try this. It's good against Flame Strike and Meteor. Interesting choices. Oh, Shady knows Lita. Who is Shady's partner and who will be Colin's partner? Shady asked Tachi, really? I'm not sure if Tachi is that good. Dun, dun, dun. This could be fun. We are one off. Wait, let's see. Can I do something better? What if he doesn't hit? Should I put him here? Just hit. Okay. Oh right, they co-opted, yeah. I feel like he has maybe Meteor. That might bring him back. Okay. Oh, he's gonna trade. Ah, decent spot. Maybe I shouldn't play these because rocket boots, right? Yeah, this is good enough. That face understa. Who is Conento playing with? I feel like if decks are really good, they just do better at higher wins. I'm gonna take full responsibility if we don't go 12. But I believe in RNGesus. And no more misplays, hopefully. And Calanthe should have gone for the prettiest of all girls, Miss Elbow. I'm gonna ban you, Shoni, if I go 10. So, pray for 11 or 12. We have some 4 drops. They do have fast starts sometimes. Yeah, I'm gonna keep Collider. Okay, Shoni, saved. But watch out, you're living a dangerous life. Just don't lose. It's gonna be hard to beat Warlocks, so I can't promise that. So this is gonna be a rare 2/6 on 4. I mean, this into this clears everything, right? And I keep a 2/1 and 1/1, but I feel like this time we're gonna fall behind and play Collider. Hey, Sick Monkey Chamber. Chamber, I'm sorry. Hello, okay. Because he played this, I'm thinking he's a good player, because I think a lot of beginners and me sometimes would be too greedy. But probably means he doesn't have other plays. Yeah, Agnapa is not great. Let's do this. The coin feels precious. This is good though, but I mean, this is not the best Collider ever. Let him play his Basilisk. 3-1? What do you mean, tryhard? That's it. That's the Collider we all wanted. We are outvaluing him. Like, we lost, I think, 1 card till now, and he lost 4. That's insane. Yeah, Carol, I agree. I wouldn't be too happy about Venomancer. Is he gonna trade this? Well, we are low, but we have a pretty nice hand. Oh, feeding time. Pretty nice. He top decked feeding time, so I don't know what was his plan with Venomancer. We never get Dragon Roar for this. Do I give him Demon Bolt? I think I want him to Demon Bolt this. Yeah, we have to trade it now. I mean, if I had more Agnapas or something, I could just ignore it. I hope I didn't miss some good play with that Venomancer. On the other hand, this is a 12-6. Okay. Let's check for Demon Bolt. He's gonna play a free drop and do all the trades. And these will be gone, which is really nice for Collider. Yeah, I like that too. Pretty good. He doesn't have Demon Bolt. Why did he tap last? He could have gotten Demon Bolt. That was nice. I don't understand why I did that, but tap last, of course, as it is tradition. Never Dragon Roar, rarely on Duster. We are not pushing damage. Maybe I should play this and hero power. But I'm not too worried about running out of stuff. That's luck. Everybody does it. When I was new to Hearthstone, I didn't even think about tapping first. I don't know. Although it's such a clear logical thing, but I just tapped whenever. To me it feels like, and I don't think I'm exaggerating, 9 out of 10, still not in both, 9 out of 10 Warlocks which I face tap at least 2-3 times last or in the middle. Yeah, we're gonna smoke. I think we execute. I think he would have played a big taunt if he could. He might want to set up Shadow Flame, so I think we're gonna trade. And then we hero power, I think. Am I missing something? No. Well, maybe, but I don't see it, so I could even trade this, but I don't know. He doesn't seem to have options, so oh, should I have collided? I forgot my weapon in the meantime. I should have collided. It's way too late for me. My bad. My bad. I missed an obvious play. Oh, I killed this one too. Damn. I told you guys, it's late. But I would have played Mossy because I'm just worried about Shadow Flame. And we are getting there. But I forgot. I didn't miss one damage. I did go face. I did go face. I did go face. I think you missed it, Blitz. Or am I wrong? So even if I didn't saw it, I would have killed my taunt. I think it's worth it because Shadow Flame just wins him the game. Oh, the tie, right? I didn't go. Yeah, I'm stupid. Because I didn't think it's gonna die. It has 5 attack, right? Sometimes. Yeah, Mad Bomber saving the day. But yeah, I shouldn't have wasted execute. Man, these misplays. Maybe I should stop playing after this game. Maybe I have to stop because I lose. Man, one good twisting nether and we're in deep trouble. Is it worth keeping a 2-3? Maybe not. I'm still gonna do it like this. Tell him thank you. Not yet. We have to win first. If I do that, we lose for sure. Yeah. If I waste execute, we put him down to 2 health or something like that. Is there some defile? Oh god. Oh god. I mean, this guy would have been tough, but if I keep execute, might be a different game, and maybe I had a better play to somehow play around defile. Didn't think about the taunt. Oh god. Man, he has every good answer. Well, I have to do this. Wow, these warlocks are sick. Damn. Could have maybe won this. Not sure, but... Do I have somewhere I've understood? I need Dragon Roar. Something good. I never draw them. Oh, I'm just dead. Yeah, I'm missing everything. I didn't even see he has lethal. For some reason I thought he's one off. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm dead. I just realized. Well, at least Shoni was wrong. I don't know. Deck didn't feel that strong. I know that I played bad in 2 losses, but especially the first loss was definitely avoidable. This one maybe. He had a good deck. Shoni, every warrior draft has 73 points. Everyone. It happens all the time. Stop trolling. You know, we said I ban you with less than 10 wins. Yeah, the first loss was avoidable, and this one maybe. And after that misplay, I don't know if we can counter defile.